one goes
but your
too far.
argument was the Holocaust was not special and all countries have done that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah, basically.
Oh. Okay, what do you mean, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, but you kind of deny it happened.
Yeah, I deny some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You
Right.
think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds... Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy.
They're going to get trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff, too, because that's literally, the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do, is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
So Just Pearly Things has been under fire for quite a while now. And really it's because she had Nick Fuentes, a known white supremacist or self-proclaimed white supremacist, on her show. And she's been getting a lot of flack for it because of a few comments. So I wanted to wait to actually talk about this video because I wanted to see how things played out. And also I wanted to remove emotion from my response as well, because I think that society has programmed us to think that everyone is racist, or think that just because a white person is talking about a specific thing, they could be a racist person. And I wanted to remove that, or think from a clear mindset and not a programmed mindset. So I've always kind of felt off about Pearl a little bit, and I think it's because, again, the programming, but I think the reality is people enjoy watching Black people when it comes to drama. And I think it's because we're pretty animated. We're animated when it comes to the dramatic things that happen in our lives. And because a lot of people grew up in fatherless households, there's probably a lot more drama to be recorded. And Pearl is a businesswoman. She took advantage of that. She understood that it's entertainment to watch people talk about relationships and talk about love. It's a deep-rooted issue for a lot of people, or it's an important topic for a lot of people. And because it's an important topic for a lot of people, they get very passionate, very sensitive about it, especially women. So when she has them on her show, it's good for TV, it's good for YouTube. And she understands that. One thing that I notice is when she brings Black women onto the show, she talks in a very superior way, like she's kind of superior to them. And it's because she has her stats and her studies right there and available. And the girls that are talking to her, they go off of emotion. They talk to her in a very passionate way, but also argumentative way. And she comes with facts and logic. So when other people are viewing this, or when people are watching her show, it looks as though, she has her stuff together. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I think. But again, it probably came from an emotional standpoint. So she's been rising in YouTube, Pearl, since Kevin Samuel passed away. And the audience demographic is mainly Black men, and it's the red pill or manosphere. And basically she talks about relationships. She talks about, modern women and some of the grievances that men face on a daily basis when it comes to dating women. And now, because of her comments, Black people are beefing back and forth with each other. People are upset with her because she said something about slavery and white supremacy, and they're not happy. So, am I upset with Pearl? No. I'm not surprised, but I'm also not hurt or upset about it either. And the reason why is she's a businesswoman. She understood the demographic. She, I think, is now entering into a different field. I personally think she's probably going to go into politics. And I think that was a smart business move, bringing Nick Fuentes on there. One, because he is a very controversial person, and 2, because her comments now has given her a lot of clout. I mean, I'm sitting here making a video about it now, so it's free marketing. Whether it's a person talking about her in a disrespectful way or somebody is agreeing with her, it's still considered free marketing. So the reason that the Black community or Black men are kind of going back and forth is some people on the conservative side feel like she didn't do anything or say anything wrong because there are discrepancies in some of the things that, or she was correct to a sense or to an extent, but it just didn't feel right coming or sound right coming from a white woman. If it was a Black person saying her comments, it would have been received differently. And on the other end, people were very offended. So it caused confusion within the Black community. And a lot of people are bringing up, well, why was she even in this space to begin with? A, she's a woman. B, she's a white woman. And while the manosphere has no color to it overall, there are certain subspaces or subsets within the manosphere, especially Kevin Samuel's audience, where it's mainly Black men. And that's what her audience she appealed to. So if I were to say, you know, what solutions could we bring to avoid this from happening in the future? Well, it really depends on the audience, because if you guys don't enjoy, or if we as a community don't like the fact that people come in and they try to capitalize or monopolize in different industries, especially entertainment, then we have to stop supporting them. Otherwise, they're going to continue to do it. And I think also Black people need to stop thinking with emotion first, because that's something that I do quite a bit. And that's something that I'm trying to fix. And it takes a while, it does. Thinking with emotion first does not help the situation, because you're not thinking logically. Emotions are temporary. Emotions are just feelings. They're not real. And while it is important to pay attention to your emotions, you don't want to make business decisions or act on your emotions. And lastly, I would say, when it comes to working with people in either the YouTube industry or in the music industry, pay attention to your contracts and pay attention to what it is that you're signing, and know the business, because it's easy to get played if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know how things operate, if you don't understand how the game works, it's very, very easy to get played. So be mindful of that and pay attention to that. So if you like this video, check out these. See you in the next one.